Questions for Draymond? First question here in the middle, on the right.
Robert Littau, BSO. In game one, you talked about how you was going to take personal responsibility on Siakam to make sure that he didn't kind of blow up like he did in game one. Can you talk about the job that you did on him tonight and how you was able to slow him down?
I mean, just try to be more aggressive. I wanted to set a tone on him and, not let him get in the rhythm early. And saying that, I didn't box and one him, and chase him around the floor like Richard Sherman does some guys. That's a complete team effort. I tried to do my job when I was on him, and everybody else stepped in and did their job as well. I think, getting back in transition was huge, but, overall, we threw several different bodies at him, so I can't just come up here and be like, yeah, I took him out the game. Like, that's garbage. That was a complete team effort.
Arash over here on the left.
Arash Madani with Sportsnet. Draymond over here. Steph scored 12 points in the last 4 minutes of the half. You guys get it within 5 at the break. Then you go on that tear. What happened in that sequence of time, in that 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after the half, that allowed you guys to take over?
We got stops. We took away their transition buckets, and we got transition buckets. We always say we're at our best when we're getting. That's our best offense when we're getting stops and we're pushing the ball. Obviously, Steph was great, in closing out that half for us, and I think we should have been down by a lot more than 5 points. But when you're going in, into the half down 5, we know we can cover that in 10 seconds. So our mindset was great coming out the half, and DeMarcus was big to start the half, and everybody was just moving without the ball, and we pushed the ball in transition. It was big for us.
Standing in the back right.
Draymond, Dan Devine from The Ringer. Picking up on that point on DeMarcus, I'm wondering, when you found out he was going to be starting tonight, what were you thinking about how that might change the way you guys were able to move on offense? And then what did you see from him as the game progressed? Did it seem like he sort of got into rhythm, got going as the game went along?
He did. That's once again, DeMarcus hasn't played much basketball over the course of the last 18 months. So the more he plays, the better feel he gets. Tonight he was huge for us. Coach, putting him in the star lineup I think was big. Obviously they want to attack him on the defensive end, but you watch the film, he didn't give up much on the defensive end in game one. And similar to tonight, he was great on both ends as well. So, and allowed us to play through him some in the post. They got to honor that, or, we know what he's capable of if they don't.
Mark right here in the front.
Draymond, Mark Schwartz, ESPN. Steph, after the game, said it was disrespectful of the Raptors to leave Andre wide open for that shot, given his pedigree. What did you think of that last possession, the way Andre shot the ball with that much time left on the clock, and the fact the Raptors didn't get a foul?
Well, I didn't think they were going to foul. They were trying to get a steal. They were trapping Steph. Steph outletted the ball to me. They came with a trap. But I think as big as Andre's shot was, we've come to expect Andre to hit big shots. Since he's been here, I've seen him hit several game winners. I've seen him, put the icing on the cake of several wins. But the way Sean Livingston met that pass, I think, no one will write about that. We all got a joke amongst us of bad receivers and good receivers. I always call Kevin a bad receiver. I always call Sean a bad receiver. He turned into Megatron tonight for that pass. It was big for us.
Okay, next question.
Hi, Draymond. Tenny Sumagi, Eagle News, Philippines. What would be the Warriors' next game plan to avoid some of the mistakes that were made on defense and offense?
You're always going to make mistakes. That's just the nature of the game we play. You're playing against a great team. They're in the NBA Finals for a reason. They're going to force you to make some mistakes, but it's about the effort that you put out there on the floor to overcome those mistakes. And, I think we did that tonight. You're never going to play a mistake-free game. None of us are expecting that, but you try to minimize the mistakes and take advantage of, the opposite team mistakes.
Dan on your right.
Opposing team mistakes. That was bad.
Dan Feldman, NBC Sports. You took a lot of personal responsibility after game one, and I think we could see early in the game you stepping up. near halftime, you guys are still down 10. What's going through your mind at that point?
We was down 5 at half.
No, I said near halftime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when they got to 10. What's going through your mind at that point? Are you trying to do even more, or do you just figure if you keep this up, it'll turn around?
I thought if we kept it up, it'd turn around because, when they went on their run, I think they went up 12. We had 3 or 4 possessions where we got great shots, and we just missed them. I have, faith in our team that if we continue to get, we always talk about just getting a shot every time. We're good enough to where if we get a shot every time, we're going to give ourselves a chance to win. So, we weren't turning the ball over. We were just getting good shots, and you live with those results. Obviously we got a, good swing there to close out the half, and, the third quarter, we really dominated that quarter.
In a game like this, where you have so many opportunities to guard so many different types of players, how much do you enjoy that challenge?
I enjoy it a lot. From guarding Kawhi is different than guarding Pascal, and guarding Pascal is different than guarding Kyle Lowry. But as a defender, as a competitor, I relish those opportunities to make an impact on the game on the defensive side of basketball. I understand how important that side of basketball is, and no matter who I'm on, I try to make sure I have a big impact on that side.
Thank you, Draymond.